Hi, this is your reading for Friday the 12th of August. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot at the moment. Let's see what it says. First card is the Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. So 3 reverse cards. Okay, so it's a shift in energy. First of all, the Five of Pentacles this way around, you can see that things are tough. These people have been rejected, they're suffering ill health, they're on their own, they've got each other, and really they're helping each other get through a very difficult situation. It's in reverse, and what that means is that you're not going to be affected by major criticism or rejection or ill health. I think you'll start to feel better if you have been ill this week. I think if you're pitching something new, if you're trying to sell a TV show, for instance, and you've got this day where you're pitching the pilot, rejection is very unlikely, and hard times and toughness is very unlikely. So you don't have to rely on someone to make you feel better and say, there, it's all going to be okay. So expect things to have a better outcome than they potentially could have. The Queen of Swords in reverse. This is a woman who is very cerebral. Her real passion is thinking, making decisions, being ruthless at times, and really bringing that sword down and saying, this is good, this is bad. Very decisive. It's in reverse, so it may be a bit more gray on this day. Not everything may seem black and white. You may not have total understanding of what's going on. You may not have complete insight. The final card is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is someone who is inexperienced when it comes to their own emotions, their own feelings. That's in reverse, and what that means is that you may not understand everything that's going on an intellectual sense, but you certainly understand how things feel. And as long as you listen to your feelings and use that as your compass, as your guiding tool, you're going to be okay. This is really important. So let's say I'm going to a job interview, and I don't really know whether this job is going to be right for me. I don't know if it's a mistake. Maybe I should be doing something completely different. And I don't know what the future is going to look like. I don't have all the answers. Queen of Swords in reverse. When I go to the interview, though, it really feels like this is a job that could really support me and help me progress in future. And there's just a feeling of peace and acceptance, and this is right for me. This feels right. So it's okay not to understand everything, to keep doing it, and to just rely on those feelings. Alternatively, I could be going into the same situation and my feelings could say, you have studied for this, you've prepared, you don't have all the answers, but something feels off. Something about the company feels off. I don't really like the guy who we're talking to, who's interviewing us. The employees working here, it all seems kind of iffy to me. Trust that, okay? And don't waste your time. And it's really important to trust your feelings today. And by trusting your feelings and listening to those, you're going to put yourself in a situation where there is less rejection, less hard times, less toughness, because you're avoiding the really difficult pitfalls that you could potentially fall into if you just listen to your thoughts and ideas. Okay, so if you ignore your feelings in that example, I've studied for the interview, but this company seems really wrong. There seems to be something really uncomfortable about this, and you ignore it and you get the job and you take the job. Welcome to 3 years of really being unhappy in a new job. If you just listened to your feelings, you could have avoided that altogether. So the guiding factor, the only voice you should be listening to today, the only thing you should use to make decisions are your own feelings and not your facts and figures and the way things look on paper. Listen to your emotions. You're much more experienced using your intuition than you realize. You're not a newbie. You're not a beginner with this. You have been around. You know what certain things feel like. Check in with yourself and use that to make a decision. And you don't need to explain. If someone says, well, why did you decide that? It looked so good on paper. Then you say, it didn't feel right to me. And that's a great way of honoring yourself. So please, I know that's sometimes very difficult, but you've got to listen to your feelings on this day. 5, 1 is 6, and 1 is 7. 7 is about mind and creativity. Isn't that interesting? So there will be a strong urge and pull towards this and say, ignore the feelings. Use your head, use your mind, dismiss your gut feeling. Don't be such a wuss. Don't be such a wimp. Just think about this clearly and carefully and just do it. Yeah, that's the ego. That's, that's every parent who just wants you to buck up, and that's every teacher who just says, just get with the program, stop faffing around, just conform, just do as you're told. And on this day, there will be a strong sense of that. It's not going to lead to a happy place. The only thing you need to be listening to here is your feelings, your emotions. So the page, this little beginner here, knows so much more than everybody else. The queen, these two, they don't know as much as this person knows, feels, understands. So go with that. That's the way forward. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab. You can order your reading with me there. Please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.